this week.
Oh my
What do you
gosh.
got over there, by the way? What's that drink you're
Oh,
drinking?
this?
Yeah.
Okay, so I bought this a couple weeks ago because I knew February was coming, and it's called Sun Goddess
You knew
wine.
what was coming?
February.
February? You mean February?
No, you
Apparently
say
we're having a spelling contest.
I heard somebody say that on the radio.
That's
a
how
guy.
you say it.
No, he sounded like a
February sounds like a kindergartner.
February sounds like a serial killer.
And I kind of feel like if you're gonna say February, you need to say Wednesday. You need everything. Well, if you're gonna,
It's February.
it's February.
It's coupon.
It's coupon.
You don't say, you do not say that.
Coupon.
No, have you ever
I say coupon.
Coupon.
Have you ever seen the comedian?
Mm-mm.
And he talks about when something comes in the mail, and he's like, and you get your coupons. And so his whole shtick was around like the coupons.
Do you say coupon?
Coupon.
Coupon is the weirdest thing I've ever heard.
You know what? My
That's
kids
old
always
people.
make fun of me for a lot of stuff, but the two words I can think of is rune. I say rune.
Oh,
That's the
Kevin
word
says that.
that my entire family makes fun of Mike for saying, because he says, guess how he says it?
How?
Ruin.
Oh,
No joke.
Well, that's not even a
What,
choice.
like
you're gonna ruin
Ruin
that.
or ruin, not ruin.
You're gonna ruin that. And so we will walk around and we'll like tease him if we're doing something. We're like, oh, he's gonna ruin that. He just looks at us. I'm like, where did that come from?
I've heard. Okay, so I feel like maybe one of my kids, maybe one of them, but Kevin says ruin. Ruin. I say ruin.
I say ruin.
I say
like
ruin.
you're gonna ruin that. And they all make fun of me.
I
And the
say
other one that they're always like, oh, your Brown City showing, is banquet. Like I'm going to the banquet. There's a banquet tonight.
That sounds like you're from like California, not
think she's a serial killer.
There's a banquet in February.
No, it's banquet in February.
They're always like, oh, what did the band quit?
I didn't actually know what you were saying. I was looking at you and I was
Foreign
like,
language.
Like I have a sports banquet. To go
oh, banquet.
But she says banquet.
Quit.
Yeah.
But there's no D, and you're making it sound like there is.
That is interesting.
I don't know. That's just how I say it. That's how we say it in Brown City.
Well, I have to strongly disagree, but that's okay.
My mom says orange. They make fun of her for saying that.
What's
Orange instead of orange. Orange.
Maybe it is Brown
Vonda,
City.
we got to talk.
And my dad, Grady, is relentless on making fun of my dad for like saying Sunday and Monday instead of Sunday and Monday.
I've heard that before.
You have? I haven't heard any of these.
Yeah, I have heard that. My parents also will catch Mike because he says Italian. Like, I want the Italian dressing.
No,
like,
Italian people do not say Italian.
Exactly. I'm like, it's Italian.
Can you imagine?
Italian dressing. He's like, no, it's Italian. I'm like, no, it's not. So we talk about this stuff too because I think it's.
Where's your family from?
Well,
Italy.
Italy. That's what we say to them. Oh, that's
I'm just saying, it's February, guys.
Well,
February.
moving on, since we're in February,
Mhm.
is your drink is going to bring out some sunshine?
I know.
Tomorrow's supposed to be 6.
I need-
Great.
Tomorrow is supposed to be amazing. We should do a walk.
Yes, a walk and wine.
A wine walk, because guess what?
Oh, it feels so
Tomorrow's
good.
Friday, and
I
I can
know.
have my wine.
So you haven't been drinking wine?
Nope. And I feel actually amazing.
During the week. So you've
During
just
the
been
week.
cutting it out.
Like, completely cutting out.
That's hard when it's a habit.
It's so hard because it's the part where you're like, oh, I just want to have a glass. I'm going to sit down and relax. And then Mike looks at me and goes, you're kind of being cranky. And I'm like, I can't even. This is why. I'm like, oh, that's why I drink wine. I couldn't remember why. And then now I remember.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So I've been
Good
doing
job.
that.
Do you see me stirring my wine?
What
With-
even is that?
You have
Some
to
kind of
try it.
crazy thing you
Yes.
got roped into.
No, you can't hate it. So I hate when I have a couple glasses of wine and I get a headache. So I don't even know how I got introduced to this, but it's the wand and it takes the sulfites out of wine. So you stir it in your wine. I don't know. It looks high maintenance, like I take it to restaurants. But if I have 2
You
glasses,
also take your own salad dressing, so the wand is
Well,
not bad.
I get the salad dressing,
Yeah.
but the wand, that's a little.
so it
bougie.
takes the sulfites out, and that's what supposedly creates, I don't know, histamines, gives you headaches. So when I use it, I don't get headaches. And if I miss it, I'm like, oh.
It's a bummer. I have one left in my drawer.
So if you were to finish this whole bottle in one night
Without that,
with the wand, you won't have a headache.
I have noticed that when I don't use the wand, I have like a headache and I feel like dehydrated
Yes.
from the wine. So when I use the wand, I don't notice it. So I feel like it's working. It could be placebo, but I really don't think so.
No, they're really
It's like a
popular.
little filter and you stir it around and it collects the sulfites out of the wine.
That is what the aerator helps with too. That fancy thing that we were showing like a couple of weeks ago, because it does it like it when it aerates it, it helps to remove. It's got like a filter built into
Yeah.
the little bottom
Yeah.
cap. So I think that's what it's for too. But I don't know. I don't know enough about it. So
Food for thought. Try it. Try it if you want.
try it if you want.
Where do you buy the
to.
wand?
You can get them anywhere. You can get it at Meijer at a
Oh, you
grocery
can.
store, but I get it on Amazon, and I didn't realize there was a coupon in this, so I'll order some
A
more.
coupon.
Amazon.
A coupon.
Yep, coupon.
Yeah, those like in the wine section they have those, and then they have like this crazy thing you can get too. It's got the stick. I think I showed you guys that one.
Oh
It's like-
yeah.
and it's supposed to do it automatically, so you don't need to use that. But I don't think I noticed a big difference. So I would say try those.
So it's funny because we're sitting here and we have these lights, like the studio lights, right, shining on us. Have you guys like talking about
February.
February? Have you ever tried or heard of those lights like that mimic the sun that you turn on to give it?
We have one in my office.
You do?
Yeah, when Tristan worked there, he made me buy one for him because he likes sunshine, and I don't know. I don't really notice it.
Okay.
You know what I have been thinking about doing lately? Is going to the tan.
I knew you were going to say that. You have.
I go.
I came over one night and I was like, why is your back? She like reached for something. I was like, why does your back look tan?
I go once
Yeah.
a week.
I started thinking like, okay, like the danger in the tanner is like long-term exposure to UV light. Like that's gonna get.
So you'll be dead.
But I'm 44 now, so my leg's half over. Wow,
I just enjoy it.
and I should be fine.
So did you not go when you were younger?
I did go.
Oh, I was
I
like,
went all the time. I was like a twice a day sometimes kind of girl. Like
twice a day?
I
it
never.
was a thing.
That
That
was
was
a
a thing
thing?
that everyone did. Like
I went to the
everyone
tanning
went.
booth, but I never went twice a day.
Sometimes you could go twice a day.
You know the tanning beds when we were younger were the worst of
They
the
were
worst.
basically
Little
like
bunny sticker that
Yes.
you'd put
you
on.
put your little heart or your Playboy.
I did not do
I
that.
wonder if they still have those. Do they?
They have
still?
stickers.
Wait, did you actually have a Playboy bunny?
They
Yeah.
used to get
Right
it on
now,
and
like,
that way you could see
wow.
where your tan line,
Wow.
you know, where your tan was.
Yeah, I did have Playboy
They
bunny.
do have them, and I will tell you, now they have these fancy ones. I don't really know the difference, but the one is supposed to be safer. You can't burn in it. It's like the high pressure one.
Oh.
You go in for like 10 minutes. I only go once a week because I have no interest in going like every day.
Mhm.
Plus I don't want to be that. I just want to get a little like, and it's more so like if I could just, I like having the tan part,
Yeah.
but more so the warmth. You're just
Oh,
laying there
yes.
like, oh,
It
this
feels
is
I
so
don't know.
amazing.
It feels
I
like
mean, I really want to do it so bad, but then like one of my close family members just had a melanoma removed off her shoulder, so I'm like,
don't do it.
don't go to the
Wait,
tanner.
did you guys have belly button rings too?
Did
I did not ever have a belly button ring.
I did, and I will tell you that when I met Mike, this is actually great. I'm glad you brought that up. Forgot to mention this in the past. He came to a bar on the east side and was like, "Where are we?" And I'm like, "Oh, this is my stomping ground."
These are my friends.
And I had on a leather top and a Playboy belly button ring.
Oh,
that
yeah.
Oh,
Dang.
He was
Legit.
like, oh, it's on.
You're like, hey, baby.
He loved it.
And then that night he came back and spent the night at my house.
Uh-oh.
We didn't do anything hanky panky.
Hmm.
He was like, okay.
He's gonna make you cut that.
Yeah. No, he's not. Is he? Do you think he's gonna?
No, that's not salacious.
Ooh, that was a big word for you.
We're gonna cut that shit out.
No, we're not. We're
We're gonna cut that
We're
shit
gonna leave
out.
the fist fight that's about to
I
happen
use the
right
biggest
after.
words here.
Oh, it's a competition.
I'm more of a doctor than you're a doctor.
Oh, okay.
How do you spell February?
Right.
So
My sister had a belly button ring, like a dangly one, and
Mhm.
she also had a sun tattooed around her belly button.
Tattooed?
Yes. She got a tattoo of a sun around her belly button and then like a dangly, shiny, like belly button ring in
That's
the middle of it.
awesome.
Yeah, it was great until
She got pregnant.
Whoa.
She was one of those people. I've always like seen those stories where they're like, "Oh, look what it looks like now," or when
it's
you're like,
And you're like, whoa, that's the biggest son I've ever seen.
That's what my mom told me because I have a couple tattoos and one of them is like a compass, but it looks like a star on the front. And she's like, I can't wait till you get pregnant. It's a whole galaxy.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like, Mom,
I've got one
seriously.
on like my hip or lower abdomen that doesn't look the same
Right.
anymore either.
I love tattoos. I feel like some people just look really good with them. I don't know. Maybe I like all the really tiny cursive,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
writing on the arms and the fingers. I think it's pretty. Tanning bed story.
Okay.
So back in the day, do you remember the tanning beds that you stand up?
Oh yeah, they still
Yes.
have them.
Yeah.
They
Yes,
still
yeah.
have 'em.
Well, there was one at like I was going to a gym. This is like a long time ago before Kevin and I got married, getting in shape, and they had a tanning bed in the gym. So I was talking to somebody and they're like, we were talking about going in there, and they say, "Oh, you wear a bra and underwear?" And I was like, "Well, I definitely wear underwear." And they're like, "No, I don't wear anything. Then you don't get tan lines." So I go in there. There must have been like a little changing side or something. I can't remember. Remember the stand up ones?
Yeah.
Like you'd go in a little room and then you go in there. Well, I'm standing in there and I'm thinking about it. So I have underwear on and I have shoes on, but they're like sandals and they're kind of high heels. So I'm like, I'm going to take these off. Like I had a sundress on and like
Can you
wedges.
picture this right?
So
I-
I take the underwear off and I'm taking them and I lean against the wall to take them off and the whole thing starts to fall over and I have to like tilt it back and you can hear me in there going, oh my God. And I thought, can you imagine if it would have fallen over and I would have rolled out naked with shoes on, heels on? Oh God.
Nothing else.
I
That's
will
how you go on a date, though. That's
never
solid.
forget that.
That's
Kevin would have been like, what are you doing?
You idiot. I've been hooked on that sauna now.
Oh, yeah.
That
I love me
is.
a song.
We all have saunas. That's
I
kinda
gotta be
funny.
honest. I was like, all right, we'll give it a try. Every single day, I have not missed a day. I love that thing so
I
much.
know, it's so great.
And I don't even know. Tell me, what does the red light do? Because so many people
Infrared. It
ask
helps
me.
circulation, I think.
Yeah, it's supposed to be good for everything.
Like your skin too, right?
Skin.
Like let's get to the good
Except
stuff. Circulation,
for-
whatever.
Just ask Dr. O'Neill over here.
My skin girl, who's amazing, told me that it's not good for melasma, which I
Oh,
have.
right. You said
And
that.
she's like, you shouldn't go in there because it's going to make your melasma
Oh,
bad.
it
And I
does
was like,
affect your pigmentation? I didn't know that. That
Yeah, I
would
think
make
if you have an
sense.
issue with it,
Yeah.
I
right?
don't care. I don't care. Yeah.
No, who cares?
I have to go sit in the sauna.
Oh,
Like, I can't.
Oh, you should go in the sauna or the red light.
The sauna. The whole, she said anything that heats up your skin can cause the
Oh.
melasma to get worse.
Can you get? Remember there's a cooling pack. Can't you use that?
Oh.
I
The thing
ordered
you-
one on Amazon
Yeah.
because my face gets so red in the sauna. I'm weird. I do not sweat a lot, which I don't think is normal. Like I wish I was one of those people that could sweat. But like if I went on a run for like a mile or two, I might like towards the end feel a little bit, but it doesn't feel healthy, but I also pass out easily if I get super hot. So I just don't sweat. So I went in the sauna the other day for 20 minutes and I had sweats on and a sweater and I got super hot. I was like, I need to get out of here, but I didn't sweat at all.
I sweat like a horse.
I
Gosh.
went.
Me too.
I wish.
Oh my gosh.
I'm
Even
gonna-
in high school, I remember like playing like sports, basketball and volleyball. Like I'd just be a
You
sweaty
dripping.
disaster.
Isn't that
And
good
my
for you,
ass
though?
crack would always sweat first.
Yeah.
And so
You,
then
you
I'm
get
like,
swamp ass right out of
yeah,
the gate.
like
No.
right, I'm playing a game in front of the whole school. My
What were your
ass crack
colors?
sweating.
What were your-
Green and white were the main colors, and then there was some gold. In
So was the green the short so you could really
Yeah.
see that
Really
sweat
see the
crack?
line.
Right,
Yeah,
it was like-
exactly. Yeah. Yeah, it was great. It was great.
That's fun. Communication with my children is like talking to a brick wall or not talking to anything at all.
Oh my gosh, it's so frustrating. I was like, I have a family group text, right? Except I'm the only one that texts in it, and no one responds
Yes,
to
yes.
me. Like no one responds.
Now, if you say, what do you want for dinner, this or this, the kids will
Yeah.
reply.
So I was talking to somebody, and they were like, "Oh, we have a family Snapchat," and I was like, "Oh, okay, let me try that. Maybe I can do it."
Right.
So I text my kids individually because they won't respond to the family text, and I'm like, "Would you respond to a family Snapchat?" One of them didn't respond at all, Landon. The other one, Tristan, was like, "Oh, I just deleted Snap." I'm like, "Okay, so that's
I know. I hear it's not cool anymore, but I did hear last year when a bunch of the seniors were going to college, I heard parents saying if you follow them, or I don't know what it is on
I
Snap,
don't know.
then because like you basically take a picture of yourself every day and send it. That's how they saw their kids. So I'm concerned because by the time in a year when Liam goes to college, it'll be something else.
Yeah. I mean, they'll respond to me individually, except for Tristan and Landon sometimes don't.
Boys? Is
I
it
think
boys?
text is not
I don't know because
cool. I don't know how they talk to each other, but it's not via text.
It's
no,
not.
text is not it.
It's
No.
Snap and other stuff.
But I want like a family group so I can be like, hey guys, look what your brother did. And they can be like, good job, Grady. Like, I just want a
Yeah, they don't.
family thing.
My
And
one,
they're like,
my one kid I found out had it completely turned off, the notification, like from the
The
family
family
chat.
chat?
Yeah. I was like, you got to answer these. And they're like, oh, sorry, I had it turned off.
But I'm telling you, I will get a message. I will send a message and say, like, hey, how was school? Hey, whatever. And I get, is there money on my card so I could stop and get McDonald's? And I'm like, so you don't respond to me,
Mhm.
right.
but you want money. And I'm like,
Mhm.
and you know what I do? Okay, honey, sure, no problem.
Right.
So I'm like,
Venmoing.
I'm
right
like,
now.
not even helping the situation.
Yeah, like you think of just like how stuff is right now and how it was when we were younger.
Yeah.
Just no way.
Oh
I
my
mean,
gosh,
if you think about it though, like our parents couldn't text us. That wasn't a thing.
Right.
Our parents had to call us or wait for us to call them.
My parents couldn't like pay for travel sports and
Oh,
Oh,
God.
they
no.
they
That
weren't
goes
they
into it.
weren't coaching my teams. They weren't interfering with coaches who were coaching the teams.
But I'll tell you
It's
what's
crazy.
crazy is Cindy, she knows too. She would find me. I don't know how, but she would show up at people's doors. She showed up at my senior prom and snuck in to see the prom. Like you did crazy shit.
Oh, Cindy, I love it. I would have
And
been like, come in, Cindy. Come in. No.
everybody said to me, your mom is in the hallway. I was like, some bitch. I gotta go get her now and get her out of here. But she
That's
did, true story.
amazing.
And
My
she
dad would
find
find me and drag my ass out of whatever party I was in.
in the back
My
seat
friends
of a
would be like,
caddy.
Katie, your dad's here again.
Big Kev, I love it. I do remember one time I went to a movie and I was maybe a freshman with my freshman friend, and two guys came and picked us up in a Camaro with T-tops
Hmm.
maybe or something. And they came and we walked outside and my dad walked out with us and there was a gallon of orange juice in the back of the car.
Oh.
And my dad said something like, oh, what's the orange juice for? And my friend and I are like clueless. We're just like, no, we don't know. And then I just remember my dad saying, go back inside. I'll take you to the movies. And then I walked back inside and I feel like I heard maybe the F word or so. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then he took us to the movies, but I wasn't like embarrassed. Isn't that weird? I wasn't
Yeah.
like,
Because you
I
were
like
a freshman too. Did you know these guys well?
kind of, but I felt like I knew maybe my dad was mad. And I was just like, oh, like, I think we still met them at the movies, but he's like, they're not driving you there. And then fast forward a couple of years, that car and that guy driving, his car got totaled.
Oh,
Everybody was
no.
okay, but kind of makes you wonder.
Right.
Yeah.
Kids are crazy.
Oh, gosh, you guys, I gotta like.
Adjust
I-
your
oh,
pants.
my-
We all do that.
Hope you all can't see underneath
Mm,
the
I'm
table.
like
did it.
writing up there a little bit,
Ah.
splitting me in two. You know.
So, like, you can do that on air, but how about when you're in public or you're at work? Like, no, you just sit there and you're like, it's burning. Something's burning, and I don't want to
need to like,
adjust.
oh.
But then guys
Oh yeah.
are literally out in the open, just like grabbing their junk.
Yeah.
They're
What
allowed
is
to-
it?
It's not fair.
It's not fair.
No,
That's not fair.
or sitting on the couch, you look over and they got their hand just, and they're probably like, what, I just keep my
Let's
hand
create a
warm.
world where we can all grab our junk.
I mean, we did go like this a couple minutes ago to show off our bras. So
Well, how many
maybe
times do you have an itch like there or something?
Yeah.
You can't. Everyone sees it. It's like in the open. The guys are like under the table, and you
Right.
still know that they're
Right.
adjusting.
they don't care whether you see them or
That's
not.
not fair.
Walking and
I-
like,
okay, next time I'm in public, I'm doing it. I'm just gonna like scratch and just for everybody to
Or-
see.
Stick your hand on your
Yes.
pants.
or we see a guy
Yes.
walking down the hallway grabbing his stuff, and we're like, what is wrong
Yeah.
with you? Like, what would they say? Because it's what it is. It's totally they
If
don't
you were like, got an
think-
itch there, buddy?
Yeah.
they don't even think about
And
it.
nobody says anything,
No.
but we just feel like what? But it starts from an early age. Think about this. Think about the bathrooms. Think about the bathrooms. You go into a woman's bathroom and everyone is, all the doors are shut.
Private.
And think of like little boys. They go into a bathroom and everyone's dong is just hanging out.
Do you imagine?
It starts from
That's
the
it.
very beginning.
So true. It's like, it's fine. If you're a guy and you
Yeah.
got pee, you just go in, whip
You
it
sat
out.
down to pee, and I was like, "Oh, hey, Katie, what's up?" I don't think I could pee.
You guys, we need to change society.
Women's bathrooms just
Yeah.
open
We're
pee
taking-
everywhere.
We're just
Open.
taking the doors off in the women's bathroom.
Let's
Like,
do it.
let's
do
just
it.
pee in
Let's
front of
do it.
everyone.
But then how are we gonna
Let's
write
do it,
like dirty
ladies.
messages?
But then the
on back of
guys,
bathroom
like,
door? Isn't
but then
that,
the guys do go in stalls for number 2, right? Yeah.
Well, ladies
Yes.
don't number 2 in public.
Right. That's you know what?
No,
A lot
they
of
don't.
guys-
Number 2 at all.
Right.
We don't do that.
Never.
and we don't
No.
toot either. But guys, that's the other thing. A lot of guys don't go number 2 in public either, which is kind of weird. Like if you think about it, I can think of a number of guys that are like, "Yeah, I'll just wait." I'm like,
Oh,
my
this
God.
conversation
You
is
guys,
hot.
we
you know
were
what I mean?
at,
It's real though.
It's hot.
We were at my daughter's volleyball tournament last weekend, and it like we drove all the way there, and then she played until like really late at night, so nobody had like been to the bathroom, right? So we're going back to the hotel. It's like 9 o'clock at night, and like everyone has to go to the bathroom, and there's one bathroom, right?
And you're
So
all
we're
in a hotel room together.
Right. We're like rock paper scissors over who gets to shit first. And Grady wins, so he goes in and he's going to the bathroom, and Dusty's like, "I'm just going down to the lobby."
Right.
Ew.
What?
I would have done the same thing.
You would have pooped in the lobby?
We're not in the lobby. Think about it. You're in a hotel anyway. It's not like that toilet in your hotel room is your sacred toilet.
I don't
She doesn't poop,
personally
but if she
know.
does.
I don't know if I would leave a hotel room to go into the lobby, but I will say if I gotta go and I'm at a Home Goods, I gotta go.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Now here's the thing.
You would go home?
I'm holding that.
Yeah.
So now,
no.
why is the hotel bathroom that's in your room?
It's private.
So is the other one.
No, it's not. There's like stalls.
Where? What
and-
city were you in?
It's
Indianapolis.
When are you going to be back to Indianapolis? And
She
how in the hell
No,
are you going
she's
to
gonna
see
walk-
anybody that
it's
was in
not
that
private.
lobby?
She walks out of the lobby, buttoning her pants up, and
Right.
everyone in the lobby's like,
And she goes,
"You were in there for a while." I mean,
Not doing
it's
it.
not private. I
Not doing
see.
it.
To me, though, like I'm going in a women's bathroom. I guess it just depends where it's at. If there's a bunch of people by a door and like I don't think I've ever done that at like a bar or restaurant, unless like
I would be mortified.
it was an
to
emergency.
shit in a public bathroom.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not for sure.
No, it's not like I do it
But I
often.
would be mortified because I'd be like, listen, it's this extreme.
You get
Like,
out your phone.
if I
you're
could
just, like,
hold it,
sitting there.
yeah. Playing YouTube, and people are like, excuse me, ma'am. What are you doing?
Is
over
somebody?
there?"
Got anybody in there?
I'm just watching a show. I'm watching the 60-Yard Line podcast actually right now. As we speak.
No, that I will not do. I'm in and out. But it's got to be like it's ready to go,
Yes.
and I'm in. I wash my hands, and I'm out.
People might actually think I peed. They're not sure. They're like,
Yes.
it
Yeah.
wasn't quite long enough
Yes.
for her to be taking
No,
a
I'm
dump.
not.
But
I'm not like
Yeah.
sitting in there for a
no,
long time.
I agree. Okay, so we have a
Great.
big weekend, even though honestly we could really care less.
Football talk.
Oh, God.
Well,
Oh.
yep.
Nobody cares.
And it's the Super Bowl, and we're kind of like, whatever. We're gonna get together and just eat and drink, right? That's really
Yeah, we're going to Danielle's house.
Danielle's.
I'm usually excited just because
I
it's
know.
a fun time to hang out and it's Super Bowl. But
It'll
this
be
year,
fun. We'll be together.
well, yeah, we'll have fun. But I'm still bitter.
I am too, and I think it'll definitely be fun. It could end up being a really good game.
I hope it's
But
good.
I think I'm still like I said, I'm a little bitter too because I'm like,
It's
but
I
you
hope
would've
it's
been
not
on.
bitter.
Wait,
It's like
wait, what if
worse.
it's 0-0? That would be the icing on the cake. Has there ever been one that went
They
into
will
like
just always-
overtime?
Oh yeah, but
I'm
they'll
sure.
It'll keep
with the
going.
score.
But
They'll
is there
keep going.
one like when is the last time there was one that there was like a
Interesting.
0-0 score and it went into overtime?
I
Like
don't know
that
about
would make me happy.
0-0 score in overtime, but definitely over.
7-7.
Yeah,
or
like
something.
I feel like there was one recently that was very low scoring.
like 10-10 or
there
something.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was.
We'll have to
Probably
look
should
into
have
that.
researched that. 'cause I
Yeah.
don't
It's
remember
a
that.
problem though because like when you don't give a shit who wins,
Yeah, it's not as fun.
No, but now listen, we've never given
Given a shit.
who wins.
No.
It's just that this year we had a little bit of a mini shot, so now it's like it hurts.
It was
Who
not a
are
little bit of a mini
you?
shot. It was a big little bit of
Yeah.
a mini shot.
But I
Who are
mean,
you
that's-
rooting for? Like if you have to pick a team.
I want to see Kansas City lose because I just want to see all the Kelsey brothers and everybody like bummed.
Damn. Okay.
She's
I'm
not
like
bitter.
I'm just tired of hearing
Tired
about
of it
it.
all.
Yes.
That's funny.
Is that mean?
No, I kind of want the 49ers to win. Only I want to see Kansas City lose, honestly. Not because of that. I just think they always win.
Now,
Like,
I think Kansas City should win because I think they're better. But I don't know. Like, did you
They're
hear in Las
boring.
Vegas? Did you hear out of all the bets on the teams, there were more bets going for Taylor Swift.
Oh,
There was like a bet like if she was gonna wear a red sweater or shirt or not. Like,
she'll have a red lip. I put money on that.
Yep,
yeah, there you go.
That should've
But
been
just
the bedroom
crazy.
bet.
It probably
is
is a bet.
crazy.
There were
Yeah.
more bets on the table.
So why is it so disappointing this year? I know for us why, like locally, because we're bummed out about the Lions. But why
I mean,
is
Because
it?
Kansas City's in there
Kansas
again.
City's in there again.
Yeah.
It's like when you have like the popular kid in
Yeah.
high school.
You want
and
the
they, like,
underdog.
they're always like they always get everything,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
You're just like,
Except
okay.
the underdog beat us, so we don't care about the underdog.
Right now we hate the underdogs.
Right.
So the other thing is though, does that mean that if you yes, we want the underdog, but do we even is it even rewarding to think of either team winning? Because to me, I get like for us, because we're kind of bummed out, but like for the rest of the country doesn't even seem to care.
No one cares.
No.
No
And
one cares.
I think for me, I'm kind of like, I'm tired of hearing about Taylor Swift. Although I do think she is holding her
Fabulous.
own, right?
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
a fabulous businesswoman.
No,
She's
I
built,
love
like
her.
a mini empire.
I think they're cute together. It's not like I'm tired of them. I'm tired of the media talking about them.
Yeah, it's like it almost
for
made it
sure.
into like
Yeah.
a joke.
But like if you look at Mahomes, like I actually like him. I think he deserves to win. I just am tired of his wife.
Yeah.
If
for
she wears
sure.
that puffy skirt again, we're gonna have a problem.
Like he probably deserves to win. He's a great quarterback. I mean, he deserves to win.
I mean, whatever team wins deserves to
Yes,
win.
that's true.
Like,
I hope it's a good
yeah.
game. I hope commercials.
I know that would be.
I hope the
those
commercials
used to
are
be way
good.
more exciting too.
Yes.
They did.
When was like, do you remember? I didn't even love it, but everybody loved the baby, the
Oh
finance
my gosh,
baby.
I love the baby.
Yeah.
And then the baby, it was. I looked it up
They
today.
made
As
a
a matter of fact.
movie, right?
Don't tell how long ago was it?
2003.
What?
No, seriously,
The
but I
year
could be
before
wrong.
Janet's boob popped out.
Yeah, Janet's boob was like the year after, right?
Yeah.
We didn't even have
So-
kids. I
No.
just remember my parents thought that was so funny. And now I don't remember. You did. Oh,
Backseat
well,
of a
yeah.
caddy.
Back in high
Again.
school.
Big cat founder there.
Well,
So, yeah, that one is one of my favorites.
What is the last one? In the last 5 years, the only one I remember is like the ice cream one or something where the parents are in the kitchen and there's like a rap song or Doritos or it's like dip baby dip or like
when I dip,
you dip, we dip.
Oh, I should have brought the bowls.
Oh my gosh, the bowls I got. We'll have to bring those next
Yeah.
time. We'll have to bring those after the Super
Yeah.
Bowl, maybe.
That'd be a good idea.
All right.
Well, I think it's time that we wrap it up
I
because
know.
we've got some planning to do
Next
for
week we'll be talking about who won.
We got to plan some dips for the
We
Super
gotta
Bowl.
dips.
Oh yeah, let's do that. Let's post some of our favorite.
Yes. We'll
Yeah.
post some of our favorite recipes
Apps,
that we're going
yeah.
to make for
I'll
this
post
weekend, too.
Bonda's nacho dip.
Okay.
Nice.
That sounds delish.
All right.
All right, y'all. Have a
Happy
great
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl, everybody.